Hello people, and welcome to Crypto Exposed. It's time, guys. It's time. Okay, so I want to say congratulations first and foremost to all of the HBAR holders who have stuck with HBAR and even just been with me on this journey. It's been a long road, but look, man, we never lost our faith. I was telling you guys the whole time, for me, I'm not losing faith in Hedera. I'm not losing faith in HBAR. I still believe fundamentally it's a solid project, and we're starting to see that now being reflected with the price action that we're seeing. We are in a bull run. This is our time. So this is the chance that we get now to make some real good profit and reward for our patience. And so this video is really just to have a conversation with you guys, just in terms of preparation, things of what to expect, because I have seen a bull run before. I've been through this. And so this is really just an open conversation with my audience, to be honest with you. So look, first and foremost, I just want to say you guys deserve this. Genuinely, you really do. At the end of the day, it's not easy to go through a bear market. It's really not. It's draining. It's grueling. It's a horrible process, right? And for some, it can make you lose faith. It can, right? I've seen it. Like, this is what's funny. Like, when you see a bear market shift over to a bull market, like, even just in terms of the content that I create, like, the comments just change, right? The comments just change. And like, I was at a point where I was doing videos obviously during the whole bear market, and there was times where things were happening. For example, the token distributions, for example, when there was unlocking some of the tokens into circulation and things like that, and I was saying, like, look, in the grand scheme of things, this isn't going to be as bad as it sounds. Like, yes, it is going to dilute the price a bit, but it's not going to stop HBAR from running. And it's funny because a lot of the times when I was doing these kind of videos and stuff like that, a lot of people were like bashing me and things like that. But now it's all changed, right? The sentiment has all changed. And look, I get it. Look, I understand, because when you're in the midst of a bear market and you don't like fully understand how this works, it does just seem like it's never ending, right? It really does. But eventually you get to where we are now. And this is where you get to have fun. This is the part that you get to enjoy. Now, the one thing that I will say for you guys about this, for the guys who, like me, just never wavered in terms of their faith, like for me, I've never sold any HBAR during the bear market or anything like that. I was never scared in that sense. Like, I've been absolutely fine. So for me, holding has not been an issue. It's been more just like, oh, I'm just ready for it to take off, right? Like, I'm ready for this moment to happen. It's never been a thing where like, oh, I'm thinking, oh, HBAR is a bad investment now, I'm going to get out. It's never been that, because I've understood this is just how the market cycles work. It's the whole market that's not really performing, not just HBAR alone. But this is where it gets difficult, right? Like, for me, holding was never a problem. The issue now is selling, right? Because this is where your emotions can get the better of you. And this is where it is very difficult, because what happens is when you're in a bull run, it's the same as when you're in a bear run, right? When you're in a bear run, people think this is going to go on forever. They think crypto's done, it's over, nothing's ever going to recover or anything like that. And then when you get into a bull run, they think the same thing in the opposite direction. They think, oh, this is it now. We're never going to see another bear run again. We've got mainstream adoption now. This is it now. We're only ever going to go higher from here. And so it's easy to get caught up in the hype, right? Now, it's not just about that. It's the analysts as well, because what can happen is, let's say you've got a price target in mind for HBAR of when you intend to sell, right? And it hits that price target. But then you're looking at analysts and they're saying, hey, this bull run isn't done. Like, there's still plenty of room to go. And you're just seeing all the hysteria on Twitter/X, whatever. And you're thinking, oh man, like, they're saying it's going to go higher. Maybe I should wait so I can get more money. And let's say you wait and it goes higher, right? And so you hit a new price target now. You're like, oh yes, man, hit that target. And then again, you're looking on X, Twitter, you're looking on analysts and things like that. And they're all saying, hey, still going, still got room to go here. And so now you're thinking, okay, let me go again. And you keep going to a point where greed takes over, and eventually it's going to go down. It's going to go down, and it could be that you've missed your opportunity because you've been waiting, thinking that it's going to keep going higher and higher. Eventually, you've left it too late, and now the the market dips and that's it, going back into a bear market, the bull run is done. So just be really careful in that regard, because it is a real thing. Like fear and greed are two very strong emotions that can really mess with your head, and they can mess up your investment strategy if you allow it to. So that's the one thing that I will just want to, point out to you guys. But look, man, this is an incredible opportunity. We are absolutely, I don't want to say lucky, right? Because like at the end of the day, for you to do your research, for example, and watch content like mine and, other influencers, whatever, like you've made a decision to do that, right? You've learned about stuff and you've wanted to get more informed and you've wanted to do research into HBAR or any other cryptos, right? You didn't have to do this. There's a lot of people in the world who won't touch crypto, right? So we're lucky in the sense of we're around this time to take advantage of it. So we're lucky that we was born in this era where we're in a position to get involved in crypto, but we're not lucky in the sense of participating, right? That's a choice that we've had to make. We could have not decided to participate. We could have decided not to hold throughout the whole bear market. So please understand, for you guys who've got to this position, you deserve this. You're not lucky. You're not lucky. You're someone who saw an opportunity and you've taken advantage of that opportunity. It shows that you have a very good head for business, because this is a business decision. It's an investment decision. You are clearly a good investor as well, because you invested into a good project. You've not invested into a rug pull, for example. So it's showing that you've definitely got some smarts here, right? So congratulations, like enjoy this and don't let anyone tell you that you're just lucky at the end of it, cause they don't know what it feels like to go through the bear run. They don't know how it feels to watch your cryptocurrency going down in value and you seeing your investment going down and not having not having that fear take over and having to stay strong and not sell to get to this position. You've had to do a lot to get here. So congratulate yourself and don't let anyone tell you that you're lucky, because you're most certainly not. You're just lucky to be born in this era, but you're not lucky to have invested. That's something that you've made, a decision that you've made on your own accord. But things do get crazy in bull runs. Typically, if we're going by history, I will just let you know, usually the market cycles they top around April, May, roughly. Now, look, I'll just say this. It doesn't guarantee that's what it's going to be this time. I can't say for sure. I'm just giving you information for you to take on board and do your own research on, right? This is not me giving any kind of financial advice. I'm just telling you what we've seen in past cycles, okay? So I don't know if it's going to be the same. It could be that it lasts longer this time. It could be that it's shorter this time. We don't know. You don't know for sure, right? So this is just information I'm giving you that if you want to look and do some research, try and understand how these bull run cycles work, you can do that to come up with your own plan. But yes, the one thing I will say to you guys from here is have a plan and stick to it, right? Have a plan and stick to it, because that's when you're going to make sure you solidify profit. If you start deviating from the plan, that's when there's room for error and that's when you can mess it up, right? So it's up to you guys how you sell. The other thing I would say as well is you might want to start just doing some test runs with just moving your cryptos around, stuff like that, like your HBAR. You may just want to do that just to get yourself in a position where you're getting used to how it all works, and so there's no problems or anything like that when the time comes that you're at your price target and you want to sell and realize the profit. Because there could be something that could happen that's unforeseen at the time. If you do it now, you can get it out of the way, right? So it's not a problem when you really do want to sell. So it might be worth just testing around. Again, be careful. You don't want to send it to a wrong address or make a mistake and lose your investment or anything like that. So obviously be careful in that regard. But other than that, guys, HBAR is looking absolutely incredible. We're seeing everything going the way it should be. And this is the moment that I've been trying to prepare you for ultimately. When I've been doing certain content on HBAR, a lot of people, as I say, were very negative when I would talk about HBAR in a positive light during the bear market. As I say, it's funny now because I talk about HBAR positively, which I've done the whole time, and the comments are very different. And as I say, I understand it. I get it now. Once you're in a bull run, everything changes. The whole sentiment changes and, everyone's happy, right? Because they're all excited. So I completely understand it. But this is what I will say to you guys. This is what I want you to understand. Like, eventually we will go back into a bear market. It doesn't mean it's the end for HBAR. It will be the whole market, and then we'll have to wait again for another cycle. Now, eventually utility will be a bigger factor in these kind of cycles, right? It will be more, cryptos that are actually serving a purpose, where people invest more into things and stuff like that. But as it stands right now, it is speculation. We're in a speculation market as it stands right now. So it's very wild. It's very much like a lot of cryptos that some don't even deserve to really have pumps because they're not really doing anything or anything like that, but they will still get a pump because of speculation. But eventually, it will be more utility driven cryptos that will be getting like the better share of these like kind of cycles and stuff like that. And, HBAR is one of them. HBAR is a utility driven crypto. It can solve many, many industries' problems. So I feel like HBAR will be here for the long haul, in my opinion, which is why I'm comfortable. I'm very comfortable. And that's one of the things as to why I'd never sold during the bear market or anything like that, because I've always believed HBAR is solid in the end. So I've just understood that, hey, this is just the bear market. We've got to get through this to get here. And now we're here. As I say, it's our time. So have a plan in place. Good luck to you all. You deserve this. This is what you've been waiting for. And I wish you the best of luck. Just make sure you make the most of this opportunity, because these cycles, generally speaking, are usually every 4 years. So once this is gone, it's gone, right? Unless you're willing to wait again. Now, like things could change. Again, something could happen within this next cycle that changes things. Who knows? But generally speaking, if we go over the last 12 years or something like that, like it's been every 4 years that you have a cycle, and this one's come right on time. And once again, it's come right on time as you would expect it to. So not exactly to the date, but 4 years roughly. It's been roughly 4 years. So this is what you should expect. So as it stands right now, that's the benchmark. That's the usual. That's the standard. And that's the way it's going to be, for the foreseeable, unless we see something change. So make the most of this opportunity. I wish you the best of luck, but as you can see, Hedera is looking very strong. There's some huge news that's been coming out recently as well that could, massively help with the price. So there's a lot of factors at play here to see, for me, that HBAR should be having, a huge rally at some point. It's looking that way. Obviously, I can't guarantee it, but everything looks like it's in play for it to do well. So let's see how it goes. Good luck. Thank you very much for watching this. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And hit that bell. Take care.